The story of All Saints Peckham is a really remarkable one. The church building was almost demolished in the mid-90s because the congregation here got so small. But because of some faithful, prayerful people, we are still here.
And not only are we still here, but we're growing. We are now around 350 people strong, and we're amazed at what God is doing with us and through us. And we believe the next thing that God is calling us to do is to plant a new church or revitalise a church with a graft from All Saints.
Church planting has been recognised as one of the greatest ways in which new people are brought to know the love of Jesus for themselves. And the fields of London are ripe for this harvest.
Imagine the shops, the theatres, the businesses, the parks, the streets, the pubs of London buzzing with the good news of God's love. Imagine injustices put right, addictions broken, love and forgiveness practiced as a transformative daily reality. The hungry fed, the oppressed freed, the lonely welcomed. Jesus promised that this is the work of his Holy Spirit through his church.
And we want more people to know this hope that is in Jesus. That's why we want to plant a church. But what would a plant mean for All Saints?
A plant would mean that around 30 of us, currently worshipping on All Saints, would together begin a new adventure of church somewhere in southeast London. We'd begin to worship together in a different place, possibly with a small number of others who are already there, and we would together seek the mission that God has called us to in that place and get stuck in with whatever he's calling us to do. Among those called to go and those called to stay, new gifts would be nurtured and new opportunities raised up to use those gifts.
There are costs to planting a church. Not least, we'd be making a financial commitment to supporting this new venture for a number of years. For some, friendships will move into a different phase, as some friends will be called to go, some will be called to stay. For some, it will mean a change in the way that church feels. And for some, it may even mean a house move as they're called by God to move into a new community. But we believe that God is calling us and that he will give us all that we need for this season.
So, when, where, who, how? The truth is, we don't know all the answers yet. We're seeking God's ways, and we would love for everyone to be involved in praying and asking, where is God calling us to plant? Who is God calling to stay, and who is he calling to go? And when will it happen? I'm going to be leading the plant, and we think it's likely to happen sometime in 2019, and will be somewhere in southeast London, possibly not very far away. So, is God calling you to be a part of this? I'd love a conversation with you if you have any sort of stirring that you might be called to be a part of a new move of God in this way.
What can we do now? Please pray that we are given guidance by God about where and when to plant. If you'd like to join an email list to receive some occasional prayer points along the way, please let us know at the office.
If you have any questions about this, please do speak with me or with Jonathan. We'd love to talk with you.
We are so thankful that we can give testimony of all the great things God has done in All Saints the last 146 years.
And we're so excited to see where he's leading us to next.